Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Emoji Pips here again. Please, if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get better content like this. Today I want to talk about how to find a reversal with trend line plus other blocks and fair value gaps. So I want to find how to find reversal with trend line plus fair value gaps plus other blocks. So basically there are two ways we can spot reversals. One by using market structure, and secondly, which is more easier, by using trend line plus fair value gaps plus other blocks. So let's dive into it. Now, I want to zoom out first. You realize that markets, you see, let's look at examples. Price started moving down heavily from here. So from here, from this point, we realize that price moved aggressively down. Okay, and then from here, you realize that from here, price moved aggressively upside. It moved upside after pulling back. It moved aggressively upside. Okay, price started moving upside aggressively from here, right? And it started moving downside aggressively from here. Okay, so first of all, the first rule I use is first you have to see aggressive move. So there's an aggressive downside move and it started all the way from here. And there's an aggressive upside move and it started all the way from here. So we zoom out, we zoom in, we zoom in. Now that point, we want to look for the last bullish candle before this downward movement. So the last bullish candle is this candle, and we will highlight all the candle, the whole candle. We are highlighting all the whole candle. Okay, and then yeah, we are highlighting the whole candle. Then I will call it bearish OB. So if you know what other block is the last bullish candle before a downward bearish move, a massive downward bearish move. And then other block is also the last bearish candle before an upward what massive move. So before you had a downward move, the last bullish candle is the other block. And then before we had a massive upward move, the last bearish candle is the what? The other block. Some people, price moved here and went back. Some people, you see, the other block is here, price went back. No, I trade with massive. I want to see massive move where the trend began. So the uptrend began from here. So if the uptrend began from here, it means the last bearish candle there is my other block. Now, the downtrend began from here. Okay, everything within this, I don't care. What I care is where the trend started from. The downtrend started from here. So the last bullish candle before this downward move is my bearish OB. What I'm saying is that when price comes here, I'll sell again because I believe that big institutions will place their orders here since price sold from here heavily. When price comes there again, it will sell again. And that is why you see when price came here, it shot down, 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 down. You see, price shot down, down, down. Now, like I said, the last bearish candle before this massive upward move is, let's search for it. Let's see. This. Okay, the whole candle, use the whole candle. You see what is happening? Guys, so for me personally, my other blocks, I don't consider what is within this small. No, this is another block. So market came back there and went. No, I don't consider them. I want to take long swing trades and make huge profit. So this is what I call bullish OB. And I don't want to put myself at risk where I think this is another block. Market comes there and it didn't respect it, and then it invert it, and then I'm making loss. No, no, no. I want to start from where the trend began. So an uptrend began all the way from here. So the last bearish candle before the uptrend is my bullish OB. What I mean is that when market comes there, I'll buy again. And that is why you see when market came all the way here, it started going up again. Guys, you can see, I'm not the one saying it. Market started falling from all the way from here. And I'm saying that where the trend began is my focus. The downtrend began all the way from here. So that is my focus. So the last bullish candle there, you highlight the candle, the whole candle. I use the wick and the body together, and the whole candle becomes my bearish OB. It means when market comes here again, I'll what? Sell perfectly. So for this one, market started rising all the way from here. So what do? We will highlight the last bearish candle before this move. Guys, when you highlight, what do you see? Market touched it and lifted and went upside. It is happening all the time, guys. So for this one, this is my, so the last bullish candle before this downward move. So when market price comes here again, I'll sell again until it breaks it, retest it, and I'll buy. Until it breaks it, it is still going to respect it. So what, by default, when market touch this one, I will sell. By default, when market touch this one, I will buy. So this is my demand. This is what I call the demand, which is my bullish OB, and this is what I call my supply, which is my what? Bearish OB. So once you are, so I believe you understand how I get my other blocks to no reversal. So when the market comes here, you buy, it's a reversal. When the market comes here again, it's a sell, it's a reversal. You see, market came here and it's a buy, it's a reversal. You understand? So this is how you can spot reversal using bearish OB and bullish OB. I call the bearish OB supply and I call the bullish OB demand. Okay? Now that you understand, let me zoom out. Let's come back to the trend line. So the trend line, you join, for bullish trend line, you join the lows. Okay, so I'm joining one, two, three. I'm joining the three. Okay, so you realize that anytime market touch the trend line, it bounce, touch the trend. So what the trend line does is that it helps to keep the trend in position. It only helps to keep the trend in position. So when the market touch the trend line, it react to it, touch sell. So as far as the market stays below this trend line is a resistance. Okay, and as far as the market stays above the trend line, it is a support. Okay, as far as market stays above, it's a support, and as far as market stays below, it's a resistance. So anytime for a resistance, anytime the market touch the resistance, it's a sell. Anytime the market touch the resistance, it's a sell until it breaks it and becomes a buy. Okay, anytime the market touch the resistance, it's a sell, and it got it broken here and it's a buy. This is a support, so it's a buy, buy, buy. By default, when it touch it, I will buy, and then you make some loss, and then it inverted and it became a sell all the way here to the demand, and then it started flying again. So basically, this is the trend line. You draw the trend line in a bullish market by joining the lows, and then in a bearish market, you draw a trend line by joining the highs. If you don't know how to draw the trend line very well, please you look into my channel. You can find videos on how to draw trend line correctly. Okay, I'm here to do some video on that for for you guys, please. Don't worry, I'll do some video on that. So first of all, you just have to draw your trend line correctly. You have to make sure your trend line is drawn correctly. Okay, and when your trend line is correctly drawn, there's no problem. You understand? Anytime the market, as far as it's a support, anytime the market touch the support, it's a buy. As far as, so when a support is inverted, it becomes what? A resistance. Just like this. Market came all the way to test it and then it started flying again. So you keep modifying your support. You have to, when I join some lows, then you lock it so that it doesn't move, okay? You have to let it stay glued to the point that you have actually connected. So what the trend line connects prices, okay? It connects prices. And you can also realize that when the market touch the trend line, it reacts to it. Why? What is happening? So I tried to dive into the secrets in there, and I saw that. Look at this. Let us all realize it together. Market touch the trend line here. So I'll put my line, my horizontal line there, and then I'll trace the horizontal line, and I see that to the history of the market, I see that there was a fair value gap there. There was a fair value gap. Guys, can you see the fair value gap here? Okay. FVG. There's a fair value gap here. So at the same time, touch it, and that same zone, there was a fair value gap here. Okay. Now look at this. Market touch this here. I'm using the current chart. I don't want to use anything else. Current chart in Kwan. I'm using the current chart. Yes, the current chart. Sorry, I spoke my local dialect. For you who don't understand, I'm sorry. So, current market touched the trend line here, and I trace it all the way here, and I found a fair value gap. Okay, touch it here. We don't see a fair value gap here, right? Now, market, price touched the trend line here. Okay, you have to modify small, small. No, let's do to modify from the top. If you want to do modification, you have to modify from the top. Okay, good. So it touched the trend line here. By default, I'll sell. Then I'll put my line on it. And what do you see? You see a fair value gap there. Guys, market touched the trend line here too. So uh, now put it there. And you see a gap there too, okay? See there's a gap there, okay? This one, this one. Guys, what have you seen so far? Anytime the market touch the trend line, at that same zone, there is there is there is some fair value gap there. There is a fair value gap. Okay? Anytime the market touched the trend line, there was a fair value gap there. There was a fair value gap. So there was a fair value gap here. There was a fair value gap here. Market touched it. And you realize that the market price couldn't invert the fair value gap. This couldn't invert the fair value gap. This couldn't invert the fair value gap. So when this one inverted the fair value gap, price changed. Okay? Now, first of all, trend line has been broken. But how do you know that it is a true reversal? It's a true reversal when the fair value gap at the touch of the trend line has been inverted. And that's what we can see. So basically what I do is if I'm taking a buy here, I'll put my stop loss below this. Perfectly. Guys, you understand? So, and when I put my stop loss below it, you can set a sell order, a sell stop order, and put your stop loss above the fair value gap. Perfect. So it was a good trade. I won that trade. Okay, I lost. Okay, I lost here and I gained here, but I've been winning here. It bounced, I won, bounce, I won. So I take advantage of the trend. At the same time, I take advantage of the reversal. So you know if it's a reversal, one, not only when it has broken the trend line, but then anywhere it touches the trend line, I believe, and you can also see it. I mean, I reviewed with you, right? So you understand that anywhere it touches the trend line, there is a fair value gap. So you have to wait till the fair value gap is inverted before you confirm that yes, there is a reversal. Okay, so it tells you that there are so many fair value gaps in the market. Yeah, there are. You see, look at this. Look at this. This is a gap. So many of them. So you ask yourself, why is it that the market didn't respect any of them? Because they are far away from the support. They are far away from the trend line. So not all fair value gaps will be respected. So I want to filter out the ones that won't be respected by using trend line. So anytime the market touches the trend line, there is a fair value gap. And that fair value gap is what I call the validated fair value gap. It means that that fair value gap is very valid because at a point where the market price touched the trend line, that fair value gap existed within the trend line. Okay, so that fair value gap is very, very valid. And when that fair value gap is inverted, we believe market has changed its direction, and that is how you find reversal. Okay, by default, if it's a support, when market touch the support, it's a buy. So just like what you can see here. Now look at here, look at here, look at here. Market touch the trend line here, touch the trend line here. Okay, by default I am selling because it's a resistance, but you realize that at the same time there is a gap. What do you see when market inverted the gap? What do you see? It became a buy. And like I told you, when I put my sell here, I'll set an order above my what? I'll set an order above the fair value gap at that zone, and I'll put the stop loss just below the fair value gap. And look at what happened. Market started flying. I started flying with it. It's a win trade, bro. It's a win trade. You could have made, and I don't close trade until the trend is about to change. 980 pips. 908 pips. That's a good amount of money. Okay. So that's how you spot reversals. Okay, guys. If the market price touch the trend line, there is a fair value gap there. So look for the fair value gap, just like the way I give a tutorial. I put a line and you trace the line to the history, and then you find the fair value gap there. And when the fair value gap is inverted, it's a total reversal. Guys, it's a total reversal here. Guys, the same thing happened here. Okay, market market price. You see, let me zoom out, then explain this one to you. So market price touch touch it here, right? Touch it here, right? What do you see? So it was touch here. Anyhow you do it, you can find a gap there. So this is the gap, and this gap was inverted. What do you see? Market started falling again. Woo, all the way to here, bro. So just like I've explained, anywhere the market touch the trend line, there's a gap. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. And I believe you've understood everything I've said. If you don't understand anything or you have questions, drop it in the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get better content like this. I simplify trades to make it, I filter out bad trades for you and all that. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. It's Emoji Peeps. Bye.